Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed with vinyl CDs and cassettes. Chris Brophy, musically obsessed. Oh yeah! All right, coming at you with CD Finds Part 2, finally. And if you've never checked out Part 1, then I'll leave the link below to that. So let's get into it. First CD that I want to show you that I picked up is a CD by Bert Jansch, and this is his album called LA Turnaround. I have one Bert Jansch album. I was never a huge fan, and then one of my viewers told me about this record that I should check it out because Michael Nesmith from the Monkees was involved with it, and he is involved with this album. He produced it. He plays guitar on it, and also his pedal steel player, O.J. Red Rhodes, is on this album. So, needless to say, I have become a bigger Bert Jansch fan because of his affiliation with Michael Nesmith, and this is a great album. Had always heard of Hot Tuna. Never had any of their stuff. I found this. It was $4.99. Figured I'd pick it up. Burgers. If you know Hot Tuna, you know this album. Really good stuff. Looks like it came out in '72, originally on the Grunt label. Let's just call it Americana. And, good CD. Glad I finally have it in the collection. If I find some other Hot Tuna, I will definitely pick it up. Self-titled Paul Simon album. You guys know this album, 1972. I know you know the song Mother and Child Reunion. I know you know Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. You probably know some other stuff on here as well. Really good album. Paul Simon, self-titled. Big Country. They were a band that I'd always heard of growing up. I just never had any of their stuff. And I would describe their music as sort of, rock and pop meets new wave and post-punk, and kind of put all that stuff into a blender. They have, if you look back in their family tree, they have some members from the punk band The Skids, so kind of some cool family lineage there. I definitely check out Big Country, and this is their album Steel Town. In Excess. Always liked In Excess, always loved the hits. Didn't ever own any of their albums, and I saw Listen Like Thieves the other day. Figured I'd pick it up. And it's funny because I knew the tune What You Need. And then I think, by listening to it, I think I knew the tune Listen Like Thieves. And then those are the first two songs. And then after that, I kind of lost interest a little bit. It's a good album, but you open up with your two best songs, and then from there it kind of fizzled out a little bit for me. Anybody else like In Excess? You like this album? What other tunes on here would you suggest I give a good listening to? Because I'll listen to it like a thief. Chris, you already showed this CD in another video. Yeah, I know I did. Stop talking to me about that. Judas Priest, Demolition. I saw them on this tour. Ripper Owens on vocals, and Anthrax was with them that night, and Anthrax had John Bush. So you had Priest with Ripper, Anthrax with John Bush, an interesting concert. It was kick-ass, by the way. Now, you'll notice there's a parental advisory sticker on this album because this is the explicit version with the swear words. I had the clean version. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize there were two versions of this album. So now I have the clean version and the explicit version for when I want to kind of get spicy and spice my life up and feel like I'm on the edge of something by listening to a band sing with swear words. Kind of makes things more exciting, right? And lastly, Ghost. Phantomime. I'm not a huge Ghost fan. I really do like Ghost. I love their shtick, and I think they've been good for metal in general. I prefer their first album the best because I really feel like that was what I wanted to hear. It was a mixture of Blue Oyster Cult and Merciful Fate, and it had this vibe to it, this creepy vibe to it. They've kind of moved away from that in recent years. I still like Ghost. I'm just not a huge fan. But I had to pick this up, and I'll probably pick up anything that Ghost put out. mainly, this has a cover of Iron Maiden's Phantom of the Opera, and they do a really great job covering that tune. And it's one of those early Iron Maiden songs that I love. So those are my CD finds. Go check out part 1. I'll leave the link below. Bye.